Another Form Titan DocuSign video, and in this video we'll talk about how to set document users in Form Titan DocuSign. So what this means is, for example, I've got all these fields here, and I want to assign specific users who can only amend these fields or enter data in these fields. How do we do it? And I'll show you how. So once you've got this field, what you can do is you can click on the field itself, and then under General, you've got something called Add User. Okay, we'll talk about this in a moment. And the first thing I'd like you to do is go into Document Settings and then Document Access and make it private. Then you've got something called Set Document Users, and you can add a user. So I can just say Joe blogs joe@ft.com, and then I can say let's just say test blogs test@ft.com. So I'm just going to use this, and we're going to enable both of them. Once you've enabled these users, now we know that only these two users can enter data into these fields. But the way you make sure is you click on it, on the field, and you can say, actually, you know what, I only want test blogs as a user for this field. And then you can select this one. You can say, I just want Joe blogs to be the user entering that data into that field. And then you can even go further. You can say, you know what, I want this user, and then I want to add another user, and then it will take you to add user in here directly. Then I can go ahead and say, you know what, Joe blogs for this one, and this one, I want test blogs for this one, Joe blogs for this one, sorry, test blogs for this one, and Joe blogs for this one. And then for this one, I want Joe blogs as well. That's it. And then one of the things you want to make sure is the email is correct. So in here, I've got Joe blogs, but I'm going to change this to my personal email address, for example, like this, and I'll save. And if I publish this, let's see what we haven't done here. So there are a couple of fields we haven't assigned, like this one, but I'm going to delete it because we don't need it for now. So if I go ahead and publish this, and this is going to go to two different email addresses. This one's not valid, so we don't want to worry about this, but the one before that is. So if I go to my Gmail now, and I go in here, and there's going to be a document sitting there waiting for me to sign. You can see if I click on this document, so let's go in here. So open the document. Okay, you can see there are a couple of fields that are only modifiable by me. These are the ones, but the ones over here, there's nothing. I can't enter, I can't choose them at all, because they are not specified for my email. They are specified for the other email. So if we go back in here quickly and check that this one is for test blogs, this one's for Joe blogs, this one's for nobody, this one for Joe, this one's for Joe, this one's for test blogs, and then Joe blogs. So postcode and state are the two things that I can't do. And you can see, sorry, postcode I can, but state and country I can't, so they're disabled for me. And that's how you assign different users that can amend different fields. So for, as you just saw, that I can only amend fields that I've assigned to my email, whereas the other test email will be able to fill in other fields that are assigned to him. And vice versa will happen as well. They won't be able to amend a couple of the fields that they haven't been assigned to them. So that's how it's done. That's how you assign users to specific fields and have them show up within the documents and only be amended by the people that are assigned to the fields themselves.